What is up guys, my name is Bailey and welcome back to another one of my videos. In this video, I'll be going over all of my earnings for one day for delivering groceries for Shipt. Now if you guys don't know what Shipt is a grocery delivery app similar to Instacart and similar to like Grubhub and Uber Eats for fast food, but instead you're delivering groceries to someone's house. So I recently got approved for Shipt and I started Shipt this week, and I wanted to jump on it to show you guys all of the earnings that you can make in one single day. So if you guys want to learn how much I earned from one day of delivering with Shipt, stay for the end of the video because I'll be going over every single order that I've done on Shipt for that one day and to break down how much I got in tips and how much I got in base pay. Now, one thing I'm going to ask you guys to do, one quick favor, is just to smash that like button for me because it helps me out a tremendous amount. And if you guys want to help me and to motivate me to create more YouTube videos, that's one way to do it. And it takes a couple of your seconds to do so. And it's free, so why not just go down there, smash that like button for me, and just make my day. And without any further ado, let's jump into the video to see how much money I have earned from one day of delivering groceries on Shipt. So I'll be pulling up some screenshots. I'm going to try to fit all of these screenshots that I need of how much I earned onto the screen right now to kind of go over everything that I earned for that one single day. So if you look at the very first screenshot, everything is in order from bottom to top. So on the very bottom, this was my very first order. It was from the delivery window of 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. So I started this at 12 p.m. on Sunday on July 19th of 2020. And if you look, I made a total of $11.19, and the breakdown of how this money was accumulated was that the total order was $8.19. That's how much I got paid for the order itself. And then right under it, there is a promo pay, and promo pay is how much bonus you get for accepting an order. Now promo pay varies depending on when you accept the order, and I'll break down how you can earn more through promo pay through a different video because there is a lot that I have to go over for promo pay, but just think of it as a bonus pay for accepting an order. So I got an additional $3 for that promo for that single order. So total altogether it was $11.19, and if you see the delivered time, I delivered at 12:16. And that took me about 20 minutes for me to get the order and deliver it to their house. Now this is my very first order. I know it's not a ton of money, but this order was the learning curve for me. I accepted it so that I could learn how to do Shipt because it was my very first order and I wanted to make sure everything was right and I was doing everything correctly before I accepted any bigger orders. So this was a learning curve. There were items I couldn't find that I had to contact the customer and to chat with them to see what substitutions they wanted or if they wanted substitutions at all. So this process was a really good process. So if you are starting out on Shipt, I would recommend you guys to give you guys a little bit extra time to find the items, to learn the process of Shipt, and to deliver the items to their house. Now the house from the grocery store was about 5 minutes and it wasn't too far from the grocery store, so this was probably one of the better orders for me to start out on. So total on that one order, I only earned $11.19. Now I would have earned more if I got a tip, but this person didn't decide to tip me, so I did not get a tip for that one order. Now the second order, it was at 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. The order pay was $9.66. This had no promo pay on it because I accepted it pretty early right after my first order. So total, I got $19.66 because I got $10 in tips from this customer. And this order, I completed it fairly quickly. As you guys can see, I delivered it at 1:15 when the delivery time was from 2 to 3. Now the reason why I could deliver it earlier, because Shipt has opportunities where you can deliver an item earlier anytime between the store hours. So I was able to accept this order and deliver it before the delivery time, which then gave me more time to do other orders. Now the third order I did was also an early order. This was for $11.53. they also did not tip me. So total, I got $11.53 from the third order. Now going to the fourth order, if you look at the second screenshot here, this order was the biggest order that I have done so far. I started this order at 3:30 p.m. and I didn't finish and deliver until about 5:36. So this took me a little bit over 2 hours to complete. And the reason why it took me so long is because, first of all, the order was massive. There was so many items that I had to find, and a lot of the items were out of stock. So then I had to contact the customer to see what they wanted to substitute, because for every item that they didn't have, he wanted me to contact him to see what other substitutions he wanted. So for example, he wanted these eggs that came in a 16 pack, but the store only had them in 12 packs. So I had to contact him to see if it was okay to get 2 packs of 12 instead of 1 pack of 16. So he said it was fine. So I went ahead and I substituted that order for those 2 packs of 12 eggs. Or another example is that he ordered dog food, and the dog food flavor that he wanted was not available because it was sold out. So I had to ask him if the substitution of a different flavor was okay. He approved that, so I went ahead and I substituted it. But sometimes you won't get lucky and he actually doesn't want a substitute, so then it actually reduces the amount of money that you earn. So for the total pay of 2 hours was $26.19. Now that broken down is probably about $13 an hour, and that probably is not worth it, but he did give a $20 tip on it, so it bumps it up to a total of $46.19. The fourth order was for $11.72, and there was no tip on that. Going to the next screenshot here, this is one of my last deliveries of the night. It was from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. and I delivered at 8 o'clock because I accepted it a little bit earlier, and I got the shopping trip done early and ahead of time. So it was $13.26 plus a $13 promo. So that brought it up to $26.26. But then on top of that, the person also tipped me $18.89, and that was a total of $45.15. And this was probably one of the best orders I've done, because it literally only took me about 20 minutes to finish and to drive to her house, because at that store they pretty much had everything in stock except for one item that I had to substitute. So the total for this order was $45.15. Now that's pretty good pay for about 20 minutes of work. So when you look on the app, you will need to decide if driving to a house from the store is worth it, or however many items they are requesting is worth the amount of pay. So you just have to kind of work with the app, kind of learn as you go. So this is one of the best ones that I've done. And then going on to the final one that I've done, this is from 10 to 11. Now the reason why I did this one was because I was hooked and I was always on the app looking for it, and this one also had a $15 promo on it, so I couldn't pass it up. After I went back home after the second to last order, I pulled up the app to see how much I earned, and this was one of the orders that someone ordered, and I saw the $15 promo, and I was like, might as well, because I love money and money is what's supporting me right now. So why not just go out, do 1 hour of work and get some money. So it was $13.49 plus $15 promo, and then they also tipped $16.02 for this total order, so it brought it to a total of $44.51. Now the reason why it says the tip was paid in July 20th was for maybe a couple reasons. The first one is that the credit card didn't clear yet, so since it was so late at night, it didn't clear until the next day. Or number two, they decided to tip a couple hours after I delivered it, because you can actually tip anytime after the order is complete. And it just kind of depends on the person. Sometimes they don't tip at all. Sometimes it takes them a couple hours. Sometimes it takes them like right after it. So that is why it's saying July 20th is when the tip was accumulated. So total on the very top, it says this week I earned a total of $173.93. And then with that tip, it brings it to a total of $189.95 for 1 day of work. Now, if you added up all the hours that I worked, it was probably around 9 hours. This was everything with me driving and me waiting for orders. I did take an hour of lunch to get some food in my belly, so I took that out of the equation. So 9 hours was probably the amount of work that I've done, but you also have to keep in mind that the full 9 hours I wasn't consistently working. So I'll be basing it off of 9 hours of me sitting in the car and waiting for orders, as well as delivering and packing up the orders. So $189.95 was the total. If you divide that by 9 hours, that brings you to a total of $21.11 an hour. So this pay isn't bad for you to be your own boss. If you want to start out doing Shipt, I'll leave a link in the description down below if you want to sign up for Shipt. There is a waiting list to get onto Shipt, so if you are planning on signing up for a grocery service, I would sign up for this as well as Instacart, so you are not waiting on just one service to approve you. Now, I did sign up for both of them and I did get approved for Shipt first, so I would recommend just to sign up for both of them and see which one you get approved first in your area. So like I said, that pay is not bad. It's nice extra income if you're not really doing anything at home. Instead of you just sitting around watching TV or you playing video games, you can go out and do some deliveries. It's very, very easy. When I was doing this, it didn't really seem like work. It was kind of fun because you're kind of doing a scavenger hunt. You're trying to find all the items on the list. If you do, you get more money, and then if you don't get as much money, but you still get to talk with the customer to kind of find substitutions to give them better customer service. And then on top of it, what's even better than that is getting additional tips. Once you see those tips roll in, all you want to do is give 110% to that customer so that they feel like they had a good experience, and then that gives you the ability to get more tips in the end. Now, before I end the video, some of you guys might ask, what about the gas? What about the mileage on your car? So I drive a Toyota Camry. It gets pretty good mileage on it. I tracked it and I got about 150 miles for this one day. So 150 miles in gas is about half a tank, and I pay about 30 bucks for a tank for my car. So subtracting 15 bucks from that total pay is bringing it down to $174.95, and then you gotta account for the mileage. But I also account for the mileage for my expenses. So I would recommend you to track everything you do, to use mileage trackers so that you can write it off on your taxes. And you also have to keep in mind everything you earn in this app is pre-tax. So at the end of the year or at the end of every quarter, you will need to pay taxes on everything you earn, because this is the gross income that you're getting from the app. So breaking it down from $174.95 after the gas per 9 hours, that brings you to a total of $19.43. So still fairly good. It's much higher than minimum wage here in Utah, and I have heard that if you live in more expensive cities or states like California, the pay is actually pretty good in those. You get more money for each order. So if you're looking at my video and you live in California, don't be discouraged of the low numbers, because usually the amount of money you earn on those apps in your state is typically a little bit more, and you might get more tips on top of it. So that's pretty much what I have for you guys in this video. I hope this video was helpful to you guys. Hopefully this will inspire you to sign up for the service. I'll also leave a referral code down in the description down below if you guys want to use it. It'll just give me some commissions as an ambassador for promoting their service. But if you guys don't want to use it, no big deal. It just helps me out. If you guys have any questions about anything I mentioned in this video, feel free to leave it in the comment section down below. I answer almost every single comment you can leave down there. If you guys enjoy these videos where I talk about Shipt and how much I earn and some of the tips and tricks that I have learned on my journey doing this, smash that like button for me so it notifies me that you guys enjoy this content, and I'll push out more content like this for all of you guys. Now, if you guys want to follow my journey on how I make more money through reselling, YouTube, and some other services, hit the subscribe button down below and turn on post notifications so you guys don't miss any content I upload in the future. And like always, I'll catch you guys all in the next video. Peace.